They say they fought for the liberation. They say they fought for freedom. In fact, they say they died for the country. Funny enough, they are very much alive to reignite the pain, the same pain they went through. The pain they fought against. The pain of inequality. The pain of injustice. This pain that flickered in their hearts because of oppression is the same pain they're making us go through. Now you wonder, scripture says that treat the next person the same way you want to be treated. But it seems as if they just shifted roles with the oppressor. They became the oppressors so that they can oppress us the same way they went through. They talk about having the best intentions, but never had any intentions of intending for us to share the prosperity. The country of Zimbabwe is for the whole Zimbabwean population. But see, they have separated themselves and made themselves better than others. I look at a country full of potential, a country that has a majority that is learned, to a point that they cannot unlearn that being mistreated and poor governance of resources is nothing to be proud and patriotic about. They shout sovereignty. They shout sovereignty every single time they critically analyze. But it seems as if sovereignty is just like now some mouthwash given to us to briefly refresh us from this unpleasant breath of poor governance for a little while. Critically speak against them, it's becoming a taboo. But expect us to quietly enjoy this poor governance. You can't imagine how hard it is to fathom the idea of how they take it easy when they plunder and take pleasure in plundering natural resources unnaturally. Humor me once. If life is a game of tit for tat, this never-ending cycle, don't you think the same pain that ignited in your hearts will be the same pain that will ignite in our hearts too? You can only hurt people for so long. They say blame it on the sanctions. I wish the story about sanctions is not true. But I also wish you did not steal the COVID funds. I wish you did not rig elections. I wish 6 people were not shot dead for standing up against you. I wish the abductions are not true. I wish saying all of this will not get me into trouble. Listen, I'm not trying to stage a protest against you because clearly you don't want that. After all, my well of hope is becoming overwhelmed. It constantly hoots about your loots, but you never change. I might be born after liberation, so forgive me. I may not fully comprehend what happened, but balance me real quick. Let's paint this picture together. You say you're protecting us from the worst, but how come you've become the worst? Excuse my manners. My culture told me never to speak to my elderly people as if I'm talking to my mates, so I come as a child. For how long do you think we're gonna go through all of this? When and how do you think this is going to end? I beg you to self-reflect, to reflect a time when you thought the Zimbabwean citizen, the Zimbabwean child deserves better. Where's that hope? Where's that love that flickered in your hearts? See, the visitor called time has an interesting way of teaching us life lessons sometimes. There is a time for a beginning, a time for an end. The same way you fought into power, don't you think it's the same spirit that is going to be ignited in us? Okay, just answer me this one question then. How do you deal with this certain urge to fight?